Hello everybody! I recently got back from a trip to Europe where I got to sit down with another YouTuber, Instagrammer, and have a conversation just like we're in a shop talking about life and repair and machines. This is not my normal content. Let me know what you think of it. Leave a comment, but I'm just gonna throw it up pretty much unedited, raw, like we are just joining us in the room in London. It's a really cool place. So go check it out and let me know what you think of the video. I'm the CNC repairman. Are your spindle belts? I'm gonna show you how the Niagara Falls tool operates. Okay, I haven't watched enough of your videos, so how do you start out your videos?
A lot of the time, I'm straight into them. So the title says what the video is, and that's how we go into it. So it's pretty direct. There's normally not too much lead up, but it depends if I feel it needs an explanation or it's going to be a straightforward video. Okay. You know, this is what I'm doing. And sometimes a couple of the videos I've done may not be necessarily machine repair related, but there'll be me asking for help because I don't know, because there's so much information out there. Yeah. Although you're giving people info and I'm giving people info, there's so much out there that people can actually give back. So I'll ask, you know, you guys comment, like, subscribe, comment, that tell me, what do you think is an issue? And it's good for feedback in that sense as well. So the videos, I may waffle a lot, but I think it's information that people, they either want a quick video, bang, snap, done, there's that being fitted, or people want the in-depth. So the people you think, oh, a lot of people find it boring, but there's a lot of people like me, I want to see exactly how you do it. How did you farm on the machine? How did you take that part off? And where did you cut the wires to connect it? So some people don't like it, but some people, that's exactly what they want to see. And that's why I made the videos, because that's what I was looking for. I wanted the idiot's guide, step by step, show me how to do it, because I'm not a machinist.
Well, you're a pretty good machinist.
I am,
you're getting there.
To a point I am now, but I'm definitely not a CNC repairman like myself. So I need the step-by-step guide to show me how to do it without making mistakes, you know?
I will call other CNC techs or email somebody or go watch a video, and I'm at a little higher level in the repair world, so I don't want to watch the fluff. How do you get the bolt off? Okay, move on. So some of my videos are short to the point. Here's how you do it, and I'm not going to tell you step by step. I need to get better at doing a slower push button video.
I suppose,
but I don't want it extreme either.
Yeah, some people know that. If you're already in this and you're playing with your own machine, I suppose most people, I don't need to be told how to take it off because I'll work it out as I go.
So, cover,
like you say, in your senses, your videos are straight to the point, where I do have comments on some of mine where people are like, I just cut to the chase, you know? We don't need to see that
I think everybody likes hearing your accent and your story. People love stories. You've got a cool story here.
But then it's completely different. My side that you say accent to yours, which I like the American accent, and everything talking to you and
We've been talking for 3-4 hours now. You'll say a thing, I'm like, what did he mean? Oh, you meant that.
Yes, like your wife's taking, go off with the stroller, you know? Oh, in the pram, in the push.
Or the freeway, or lots of different things. Let's do a quick intro here. Hello everybody, I'm the CNC repairman. I'm here with Mark KINZY from KINZY Fabrication. We're outside of London. The machine shop world here, the space, it's different. It's not like the US. Walking around, I've seen a few things, but go ahead, introduce yourself, say hello.
So I am Mark, owner of KINZY Fabrications. I'm a self-taught machinist and fabricator. Started off in the fabrication and welding, was what I initially started as, and now you've seen some of my videos. I've got a couple of old Hassies and I'm now more into the CNC machining. So
Hassies.
That's what Hass machines. So that's how I'm learning as I go. Everything's off of YouTube, self-taught, no history of machining. So the last 3 years have been a learning curve. But I've got 2 machines now. I'm still learning every day, still breaking lots of tools and scrapping lots of parts, but each little day I get better. And how me and Aaron are meeting in the video sense is, obviously you repair the machines. I'm trying to learn how to repair them, like a lot of you guys out there that don't have the budget to just call somebody else. So we don't want to put Aaron out of the job, but it's nice if you haven't got the big budget and you want to have a go on one of the older, cheaper machines that people say they can't be repaired and you've got to throw them away, but you can get the parts, and especially CNC replacement parts, you can get pretty much everything for the old Hassies. So they're definitely not to be sniffed at, and lots of good parts can be made with them.
What's crazy is I come in Mark's shop and I don't really know what to expect. I saw Mark a year or 2 ago. Somebody messaged me and goes, yo, this guy's awesome. He's rebuilding gearboxes. And I'm like, good, somebody besides me. and I don't have to make a video. You've done a great job. People call me all the time. Hey, I watched Mark's video, and I'm like, good, Mark, keep making videos. So you're doing a good job. And that was just, I've talked with him a little bit on Instagram. That's where a lot of us
Yeah, just a few messages, yeah.
And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna go meet this guy. EMO's happening next week, so I'm doing a trip around Europe. I just went and visited the Freddy factory, and of course, if you're in London, you gotta have a Freddy.
Yeah, Freddy's, yeah.
So keep the coolant clean. But no, you've got a way more shop than meets the eye. He's got a race car over here. He's got some epic broaching, what do you call it, arbor press. He's got a sick one around the corner. The Haas's, he's got a Mazak Hyundai, and then your other big lathe. What's crazy is the prices. I cannot believe what you paid for some of the stuff around here.
Yeah,
it's not the same in the US.
No, it seems like it's really expensive. See, to me, some of these are expensive because I'm new to CNC. So, as a start-off machine, some of them are, if you're going to put £3,000, £5,000, or I think the VF0E cost me on auction around £12,000 by the time all the taxes were included.
My first, we paid $16,000 plus trugging and rigging, and that was in 2018.
Yeah.
Like big, but way more.
The only, is that from an auction or from buying
No,
from
that was
someone?
from buying from a reseller. I could have got it cheaper, but
see, that's the risk. I was lucky with this one. I've repaired ball screws and I've repaired, replaced bearings, and it's been a good machine, so that's not been too bad. The lathe, on the other hand, like I was just explained to you a minute ago, I bought it and it was completely worn. The bed was gone, the tersite was gone,
gamble.
The bearings were gone, and it was good for scrap. That's all it was good for. So, to make some videos, again, a bit of spare time then, to make some videos, not so much, I thought I'd use it more. So as we just discussed, that one needs to go because that's the compressor train.
There goes the compressor. We'll be right back in a minute.
What got me into all this originally was, in the UK, it's sort of like the boy racer car scene, track day cars. So I've always had that sort of thing. And I decided to build this car based on the UK rallycross car. So it's a 450, 500 horsepower Cosworth engine, four-wheel drive, switchable rear-wheel drive, sequential gearbox for the car people who know. It's the full shebang in that sense. But that got me to doing all this. So I've undenied about selling it, and I have put it up for sale without the money that I really want for it, so it's not sold. But before doing that, I never knew how to weld. I'd never touched a lathe. I didn't know what a milling machine was. So I bought myself a welder, welded an exhaust duct, which is what's behind off the car. Then I bought myself a hobby lathe, a little 714, like a Harbour Freight style lathe. And then I went up to a Harrison M300, and then I bought a different Harrison, and then eventually I got a Bridgeport milling machine from a scrapyard.
This was in like your garage, right?
Yes, this is at home in the garage. And if you look on
the garage
on my YouTube channel, there's some videos that I restored the Harrison lathe and I restored the Bridgeport, and they were so nice in the end. I sold them before I really used them because they were now too good to use. And then when I come and got the shop here, so everything stems from that car. So when I've looked at selling it, it's the sentimental value of, I know I don't use it much anymore, but it started everything. Learning how to mill, learning how to turn, and just making spaces. I just wanted, rather than 12 washers stacked up against the bolt shoulder to make that space, let's buy a little lathe and do it. And now obviously we've got the Haas CNCs, and we've got the Hyundai Mazak over in the corner and bits and pieces. So yeah, it all stems from playing with cars to what I am now. So it's got me, I wasted a lot of money on that side of it, but now
you're wasting more money.
Yeah, I get a little bit back and I spend twice as much. But same with any shop, I suppose. You start out, every penny I earn, every hour I've got is at the workshop because I'm learning, and I have got my landlord next door as a machinist, but he's a different type in that sense. He's more old school, but he does have a lot of knowledge. But I'm learning what I do, and I haven't got anyone to turn to. If you've got 20 people in the shop, you can say, go speak to him.
Or make a YouTube video. Hey, can I get help?
He knows how to do it. So I'll ask, when I was machining some runners on the Haas, if you saw that one, billet runners, the most complex part I've done for one of my customers, and I had a lot of outside help and people watching the video on the YouTube and seeing what's what. So yeah, from the cars, which is there, my toy, to starting off to now doing what I do now, and it's when I come to work, I don't come to work.
Keep the car when you have a huge machine shop. That is 10 million.
That is the plan. I don't want to get rid of it because of what it means in the sense of where it started. But everything I do now is learn via the starting point over there, and then hopefully we'll just keep going. And
I love that story where I get to be around people like this all the time who work for somebody. You said you were a plumber before, but you had a hobby in the cars. And,
Yes.
and I mean, we're talking over years. It wasn't like overnight, but
Yeah, yeah.
now you've got 4 CNC machines here.
Yes, which I never thought would be, when I planned to stop working and go into this, it was welding and fabrication, hence the name KINZY Fabrications. And I've kind of changed that now to KINZY Fabrications and Machining.
And machine repair.
Yeah, and machine, and that's what's funny, is that I put car videos up and some people are, I'm not interested in your car videos, which is fair enough, but I kind of want to do a bit of that as well for my own views. But most of them, I've got many followers on or subscribers on YouTube, but most of them are for the machine stuff, because I've got this old machine.
Your memory upgrade was the first of its kind. I don't know, maybe
Yes.
somebody else. I want to do it, I'm busy, but you did it,
I've
worked.
read that somebody done it, and the machine, I can't remember if I took the board out for a reason, but it was kind of, looking back, it was kind of a bit like I shouldn't have done it, because I'd had no more money to fix the machine, to outsource it or have it repaired by Haas. It didn't need to be done. I read somewhere, and again, practical machinist, you know, a lot of sitting in the background there looking at old posts, and someone said they'd done it, and then I spoke to Haas and they said, you cannot do that, 100%.
I love that answer. I love it.
It cannot be done.
Service qualified only.
Yeah, well, they said you can't add a chip to the board. It doesn't work like that. You know, it's in the EEPROM, it's in
Watch
the memory. So, again, speaking to the electrical guys, because I didn't do the soldering bits myself, they were like, well, worst case, we'll take them off. You know, if we don't damage the board, we'll take them off. And of course, it worked. So for a lot of people, the limiting factor is I don't want a machine that can hold 2 programs that you're in, out, especially if you've got macros, because we've got programs.
Fusion 360, right?
Yeah, Fusion 360.
Was that easy to learn? I mean, do you feel like it helped everything?
I couldn't do what I'm doing now without it, 100%.
Say that again, that's pretty good.
I couldn't do what I do now without Fusion 360, 100%. And most people in the same boat as me will know, when you step up and you watch other big shops and you've got One CNC, Mastercam, and you've got all these people, they're not even, I don't turn over enough money to pay for just the one license, let alone pay my bills and my mortgage and stuff.
Well, and the upgrades.
Yeah, exactly. It's a massive, massive cost. So without Fusion 360, they've got the market, and hopefully they don't reel you in,
I don't think they will.
Change it,
I don't
because
think they will.
that is a lot of people's worry, is that we'll bring them in with a really good product on the low,
then raise it up.
prices increase,
Shop dog.
prices increase, and then it ramps up quickly. They haven't done that, so I hope in the future they don't do that, because I know personally, you know, a few friends, and we all use Fusion 360.
There's
talked
to the guys.
of help out there. There's forums out
It's an
there.
amazing community. It's just like your energy, or you're willing to experiment to try this, or to rebuild a machine, or try upgrade your memory. Hey.
Yeah, it allows you, if you're willing to have a go with a lot of the stuff, there's good machines out there. Because some people think, I haven't got 50,000, 60,000, 100,000 pound for a machine. If you have, brilliant. I would have a new machine. If I had the money, I'd just love a new machine, because they are better.
If you're in the UK, you can get them cheap, like 10 times what he paid. Yeah.
You can't do the work on an old machine. The VF3, I didn't go into it on my YouTube channel, but that was given to me as a sort of non-working machine, and I didn't know it was going to be a free machine. It ended up free. Now the guys actually posted on my Instagram the workshop for manager, so to speak, of the machine shop.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God,
it's running.
I cannot believe you've just made that on this, because when he gave it to me, he said, look, this will do you a turn, but you will not be making accurate parts on it, but it will be good for just milling
It's
stuff.
the most accurate.
And now you look at it, and I haven't actually repaired anything bar the spindle issue, which is not really, I've only just took one out and put one in, but then it made the billet aluminium runners lovely, which is the most complex part that I've ever made, and he couldn't believe it was done on the same machine that he gave away, that he thought never in a million years would that machine be doing that sort of work. But it can be done. You've just got to, you know, stick with it and do what you can.
What I see is like small shop guys like you picking up machines at a good deal, using Fusion 360 and other software, getting a small space, doing it in their garage, and succeeding. I mean, I think you're a perfect example. What would you say to the machinist, or to somebody who's thinking about stepping out on their own? Like,
my only advice would be, is that underestimating the cost in general. Not necessarily the cost of the machine, because that's a fixed price. You may have to repair it, but you know in your head, if the machine's in the UK is 10,000, 20,000, in the US 30,000, tooling it up, putting vices on the table,
air compressor,
and learning as well that I've got jobs, one I'm doing at the minute, that the money from the job has actually gone in tooling, because I've never worked with tool steel.
Yeah.
And I broke everything. I broke every end mill, every tip cutter. annihilated.
He's just in here going boom, 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 boom. Oh, there's $600.
Recommended speeds and feeds. Right, let's try that. Bang. Now, there's parts of it. The Hass is not the most rigid of machines, and it's an old one.
Yeah.
But it should still do what the paperwork says. But I'm running the tools, for example, at 3 times the RPM that they recommend, with a slightly less step over, but they're lasting.
Yeah.
But on paper, I've had different tool reps come in from different companies. Run this. This is what you want. And I'm not spending big money, so I'm not a huge customer. You know, I'm buying 2-3 M mills at a time to keep the cost down. But unless I find one that works, then I'm happy. But they're telling me this is it. We know this is it. Bang, snap. M mill broken. £70.
I hate it.
For your $100, $150.
Yeah.
So you can start a shop. You don't need to spend crazy amounts of money. But what you can't buy is experience, and it's a steep learning curve.
How long were you like on the side doing it in your garage, building up to where like, all right, I'm going to go out on my own?
Not long. I had the opportunity
this is the legend right here.
I had the opportunity I knew I wanted to do it.
But you've got a family, you have 2 kids. I mean, you can't just wing it.
It's gone past the point now where I haven't got anything to go back to as such.
Yeah. So
for everybody all over the world, prices have gone through the roof. Yeah. Rates, mortgages, you've got life changes. Got kids now, got responsibilities and other things. So it's kind of you've got to make it work. So I'm in every hour that I can be in. I'm in doing what I've got to do. Like loads of people out there, Doesn't matter what you work as.
Day and night.
Everyone's trying to earn their money to do what they've got to do. But don't underestimate with the machining side of it. The machine is the tip of the iceberg as far as your expenses go.
That's good advice. Hi, buddy.
And there's one of my little ones now.
Come on over here. Come on over here. Come say
hello. No, you're too shy.
No. We're just talking.
Little boy's just walked in, but he's a little bit shy, so he'll come and say hello in a minute. Pardon?
Almost.
Almost done. Yeah. 2 minutes. Unexpected intro.
No, what a story.
So yeah, don't underestimate the cost, But it's with Fusion 360, with old machines, and with people like yourself supplying parts to keep them old machines going. Then there's definitely opportunities if you want to do it.
I'd say you're living the American dream. What's the
But in the UK?
Yeah, what's the
It's the same thing. It sounds corny, but when you do what you like to do, I don't get up and come to work.
You're happy.
They say, if you find what you love to do, you never work a day in your life. Yeah. And I say, I'm not earning the money. I'm not raking it in. It's still a struggle every day.
Same here.
Financially. But I'm hoping I'll get to the point where that isn't the case. But I do love what I'm doing. When I wake up on a Monday, most people are like, it's Monday morning. I'm like, right, I can go back in. I'm going to try something else today. Or I'm going to get that machine running today. Yeah. And tomorrow it's going to be working. We're going to be back. I'm always eager because my brain's ticking 24/7.
Everywhere around here, you got a project or something.
Yeah, what am I going to do? How am I going to? Or I lay in bed and how am I going to finish that part? Like it's breaking all my tools. I've got no more money. I've got to work out how to do it. And that kind of, I like almost being kept on my toes.
We were talking at lunch about all of our failed projects. I made a great idea and sold none of them. I mean, you were saying...
Yeah, I've done exactly the same. The part that you think is going to be the best one, you put it out there and everyone just goes, oh yeah,
Cool, I can buy that at Home Depot.
That's okay. Or you get a lot of interest in advance.
And you make it.
And when you actually bring it to production and you say, right, these parts, I've figured
it out. This price, yeah, it's a good deal. I'm barely making anything.
And it just doesn't land in the market where people want it to land, which may be your fault or may be their fault for wanting it cheaper.
What's that? So how do you then? Because I'm in the same boat. Like, how do you know? You don't have to make payroll, but you got to pay the rent. You got to do that type of stuff. So it's like you can't dump all your eggs in one basket and focus too much on your idea.
And to be fair, that's a mistake I have made. That's why I've got, say, the segmented tool changer. The same, my own version of that. I put ridiculous amounts of time in to get it right, to get where I'm at. Still not happy with it, so it's been shelved because I spent so long on it.
Lose the time on it, but hold on to it.
I need to pay the bills because they're not being paid when you're playing with your own projects. And yes, you may make a product that may earn you a fortune.
I'm not like boo-hooing it, but just do a lot of them. That's kind of my idea.
And you've also, like you yourself, you've got to go and earn your money servicing your machines and seeing your customers. You can't just always be doing videos like this all the time. I'm thankful
you've sat and talked to me for 2.5, 3 hours.
But certain things, you're not
there's
a happy medium, but you have to earn your money where you're going to earn your money. There's not many people out there that, or if they are, they've been doing it a long time, that are lucky enough to get to the point where they can earn
the steady jobs,
say a living off YouTube, or they've got a good enough built up shop that it's kind of running itself with employees. I haven't got employees, so when I'm doing a video, which I like to make for people, and they say, can you do the video of this? I can do, but
I'm in the same
I need to be
boat.
at the right time because I need to earn some money quickly to help pay the bills.
Yes,
you know?
yeah, the videos are not where I haven't made anything off of
Yes,
YouTube.
yeah. You get a little bit in, but it's
Pennies. I think
it is minuscule, and I think it's such a small amount. You're meant to be paid. I say you're meant to be. YouTube will pay monthly, I think, but you have to be at minimum at like £100, and that will take 6 months to get to that.
I just started monetizing 3 months ago. I haven't made $100.
Yeah, exactly.
And they won't even pay me, so I'm not doing this for money.
No,
it's not.
me
We like
was,
it.
I'd like to do it for money in that sense, but
I don't think
that's
it'd be the
not
same.
case.
It would be the same feeling.
No, it's different because all of a sudden it becomes, you get a different vibe, and there's other YouTubers that I watch and the vibe changes if you see them in the early years to the late years. Now
They
maybe
go
I'll
with the
become one of
money.
them people, who knows?
High five, yeah, you know, to what money?
You'll see how it changes, but when I'm doing it and I'm looking for info, and same as your customers, how am I going to fix this gearbox without paying Haas £10,000, £12,000 that I haven't got, even on my credit card limit?
Yeah.
How do I
Within
keep the
30
machine running
days,
to earn some money? So it's like, right, let's take the gearbox off the machine, put it on the bench.
Your feet up by your shoelaces.
Yeah, that's it. And
You did it.
Because none of it's hard if none of the major parts are broken. If you're willing to have a go, and you haven't even got to have every resource, like we said about presses. Some of the pulleys are the hardest part, and people cannot get them off. We've got lots of messages about that. But if you need to outsource one bit, outsource just the one.
Yeah, and then bring it back. I paid people to pull the first few gears off the motor shop.
Yeah.
Because I didn't buy the hydraulic puller.
Yeah, exactly. You don't got to spend all the money on it. Like I showed you the other day, like a £600 tool to do one thing once.
It's hard, yeah.
But you know, if you do the bits you can do, outsource the other bit, and you can save a lot of money. So yeah, there's money to be made in the old machines, and you can start shop up. You know, you just got to go at it.
You're speaking my language.
Yeah.
That's my whole help people make a living with old machinery. I think that's kind of
definitely can be done.
Can be done. Okay.
There's hunt. Right. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Dude, that was good. I feel like we didn't even
Just chat.
Forget about that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
See the wife.
Very good. Yeah, let's go see you.